Hensick with a shot. Erickson the save. Rebound back in front. And that one stopped at the side with it. And then played it down behind the net. O'Reilly put it to the front. Jensen flipped one on goal and a save made by Condon. Face off one back and it's Earhart scores! Travis Earhart lets go of a ball from the blue line. Fazio to the net. Archibald to the outside. Cuts back. Forehand. Save me. Rebound still there. Shot by Archibald. That won't go, and it's cleared up. Face-off is won. Comets in front. Jensen scores! Both Comets goals have come immediately off face-offs. This one is Nicholas Jensen's 11th. The defenseman, and he'll bring it into the Comet zone. Ripped across, they shoot, they score. Quick release on a great shot from Daniel Carr. His 16th. Riley lugging ahead. Jensen left side with speed closing in. Jensen tried to slide it back across. Grenier, what a save from Condon. Or almost scored to give themselves the lead, but a high stick called it back. Here's DeFazio, 2-on-1 with Acton. Acton across, shoots, scores! Comets.
Can now. It looks like one.
Right wing circle cuts to the slot. DeFazio waits, slides it in front. Acton scores! Will Acton tucks in the rebound. It's his second of the game. Comets lead 4-1 with 7 minutes to go. Finds a way to get it to Tangradi. Back to Hensick. Off sides is ignored as Bowman comes in. Backhand and scores. His wrist shot blocked down by the skate of Panon. DeFazio takes it. He'll shoot for the empty net and he scores! Finishes off the Bulldogs. It's 5-2 Utica, 1:49 to go.
The whole schmear. You know, you lose your top goalie. You get a little bit of noise on other things going on. How do you felt your team responded, and just a general tone of this game here tonight?
Real well. I really liked our game, really top to bottom. I thought the first period was a tight game. Like you're going to see a lot at this time of year. You're going to see tight games early. I like how we stuck with our game plan. I thought we transitioned the puck real good tonight in the neutral zone, and second period started to pay dividends where we started to spend some quality time in the offensive zone, and I thought we played a real good hockey game.
Despite the fact that it seemed as though puck possession, you guys really dominated in that first period. Take a look at the shots. It was really pretty close. It would be a little nerve-wracking.
A little bit, but I think you're going to see that, as the season winds down, teams come out and they're on top of their game, and games are tight. Everyone's battling for something at this time of the year, and it's, again, I keep going back to it, but it's a 60-minute process, and if you do the right thing over the course of 60 minutes, then things hopefully start to turn and start to go your way.
Acton, DeFazio, Archibald came up with goals, but also we're all over those guys. They're very dangerous line. How about their performance?
Real good. I think the numbers speak for themselves, but they've been doing a real good job as of late. We've been matching them against top lines, and not only have they been playing well defensively, but through their defense and through their hard work, they're creating scoring chances for themselves.
Why those guys? Why those three in that role?
Well, I think that's a good question. I mean, Acton's a real good, solid, strong two-way guy. Archie's heavy, strong on the puck, physical guy. You know, Foz can bring a little bit of everything. He's having a real good year, scoring goals and forechecking. And you know, my idea of a checking line is you got to be a hard line to play against, and you got to be responsible defensively.
Even though they were not on the scoreboard tonight, Gauntz, Zaleski, and Banks were throwing the weight around and really played aggressive and going into the corners, chasing pucks. They've
become a real important line for us. I thought in the second period, in particular, they had some really good shifts down in the offensive zone and spent some good time down there. And those shifts, even if you don't score, they add up, and they make, you know, especially a team. I think they lost one of their defensemen in the first period. So, you know, when the team's down to 5D, you want to spend time in their zone and, you know, create, but it also stops their D from jumping and joining the rush, which most teams do now.
Grenier is 5 points in the last 5 games, I think 8 and 8, and at least, okay, from my point of view, he seems to be playing better than he has. What do you think on that?
Well, I think he's definitely playing better. I think this season he's slowly progressing into the player that we're envisioning. He's at his best when he's playing that straight line hockey, taking pucks wide, using his shot. You know, when he plays aggressive and he finds hits, you know, he's a big power forward. It's when he starts stick handling a little bit too much and trying to be a little bit too fancy that his game tends to trend downward. And when he plays with speed and hangs onto the puck and protects it, his game trends upward.
How big is it for Yoki, who hadn't seen a lot of action lately, to come in and have a game like this tonight?
It was big. For several reasons. You know, like you said, he hasn't had a lot of action lately. You know, I think he's probably been challenged a little bit. And then Markey goes up and he knows that he's going to get the ball now and he's going to get the net for a while. So I think it was important that, you know, more so than anyone for him, that he responded with a real good game, and I thought he was real good tonight.
When Patton Eagle got here, anything special you say to him, give him a role, what you expect from him?
Same thing I always tell the goalies. I don't know a whole lot about goaltending, and I like goalies that stop the puck and not goalies that don't. So.
Clear. That's clear.
Can we expect to see him? You got 3 and 3. Oh, okay.
That's my question.
Yeah.
All right, you're not going to answer that, or what?
You know the answer already.
All right. What about playing 3? I mean, you're playing one game after another here.
It's good. It's better than practicing, right? Rather play games than practice, I think. So.
That's the way you felt as a player?
That's right. No, we got a lot of hockey coming up, but our team's been rolling 4 lines, and you know, you look at the schedule and you see 3 games in 3 days, and you know it's going to be one of those weekends. But we're not looking past our next game against Adirondack. That's always a tough game for our group. You know, they're one of the better teams. So we'll worry about Friday and then worry about Saturday.
You know, you talk a lot about all season long about process, but at some point you also look at standings, and you've got this one out of the way against a very tough team in your division.
Yeah.
You got Friday again, another tough team in your division, and then Sunday you come back again against Hamilton. These got to be very important points.
Well, they are. I mean, every game's important, though. You know, you can't look past the present game, the game that you have coming next. But when you're playing teams in your own division, they're important, and but there's always something to play for. Every team has something to play for. Every player has something to play for every game.
How important was it, not having seen an awful lot of action lately, to get out there and get a big win like this?
Yeah, exactly. It was really important. I felt from the start like I was ready to go, and I had good confidence, so it was fun today.
You got a lot of good defensive help as well. Didn't give up very many rebounds, which seems to be a trademark of Eriksson goaltending. But you never had any questions, any doubts.
No, I think like we're D and forwards played really good today, and they blocking shots and they took the rebound if I had one. And like I said, I felt pretty quick today, and I was hungry. I wanted to play and I wanted to win.
You 3-3 coming up. Are you? I asked him, what's the potential for playing 3 days in a row?
I don't know. You have to ask coach about that. But I want to play. Now I have the chance to play when Marky got called up. So I'm really looking forward to the games, and I'm ready to play.
At this point in the season, do you guys take a look at all standings and who you got coming up and points?
I don't look too much about, like, I try to focus on my game and try to be good when I'm playing, but maybe some of the guys have know about the stands and stuff, but I don't. I try to be good every day.
Without having any other like surprises, having played most of the teams through, is it in your mind like, all right, we're playing Adirondack on Friday, we know what these guys like to do, where they like to shoot from? Do you sort of have your mindset for these teams coming in at this point, or is it game by game by game?
You try to think like game by game, but you know, like some team like to shoot more and like to scramble a lot in front of the net, so we have to be ready. So, and I feel like they are a team that puts the puck on the net, and so if I play like I played today, I think I'm gonna do a good game.
And especially Adirondack, in one of the last outings you guys had with them, they put up astronomical amount of shots against you guys. Does that concern you, or are you looking forward to really putting on a clinic and stopping everything that comes your way?
I like when they shoot a lot. Then I have to work, and I don't think that much when I have a lot of shots. So I hope they're shooting a lot. It can be harder to play the games when they not shooting. Like if we have a lot of shots and they maybe have just 2 or 3, then those games can be harder to play.
It just catches you off your game at that point.
Yeah, you try to have focus, but it's harder. Like you try to have the same mentality, but like when you get a lot of shots, it's like you're in the game all the time, and so it's a little bit easier.
Perfect. Beautiful.